Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue exploring some lookalikes. And in this week, we're going to continue with boxy characters that starts with a box. And the meaning, of course, depends on what's inside the box. In this time, today's character looks a little bit more complicated. Let's make it separate into three strokes, horizontal line there, right? And then there's a U shape, and then there is a approximately L shape in English letter. So we have the three parts kind of entangled together. The exact position, like the L, has to go through this horizontal line. It's intentional, because it has the meaning of it. Once I explain the meaning, everything would make more sense. This character, inside, it's pronounced as tun, and with the box, it's still pronounced as tun. The meaning, I guess this is a simplified version of the meaning because one character can have multiple meanings here as hoard. So hoard is already embedded with judgment there. It's like you're over accumulating about something, probably not to your benefit or not necessary. So there is already judgment in there, but it could be something that's just stock up, something more neutral. All right. Traditional looks the same. When you look at the 2,000 years ago's rendering, well, the dictionary that we oftentimes quoted doesn't have it this time. So I got something that looks similar in here. Instead of the box, the way, this circle thing. Well, in Chinese, because everything is got rectangularized. So this borderline, let's say, this boundary, instead of that, we have a bamboo on the top. So I guess we can just ignore that. Look at the remaining structure, which is supposed to be this contemporary rendering, the older version of that. And you can see here, we have a twist and turn in the middle of there. That's intentional, because here is a Chinese way to describe the very beginning journey of a plant's life, which is, most of them is still underground. And this, I guess, the L shape contemporary, but this twist and turn, non-linear line going vertical for the most part, but with its off track and back on track thing, that's a plant's root all the way through to, once it gets through the ground, the horizontal line is the ground, it starts to be visible to the humans. We, above the ground, can see this tip of it. So when we see only a tip of a plant, that means under the ground, lots of things already happened. And this is almost Chinese very truth-seeking way of seeing something underneath the surface of the ground that's visible, observable to everyday people. So here it gives you an underground and above ground view, and you realize majority of it happened already underground. This twist and turn simply shows the effort. The non-linear, almost like embedded of, it's not a straight line. This plant, this seed underground, has to explore, to find its pathway, to go above the ground, to break the ground breaking, right, moment. And then there's two kind of U-shape, flattened U-shape, simply the other branches of the plant. I guess plants has to have multiple leaves, branches coming through instead of just one stick, right? So that's a general rendering of how a plant would look like in nature. And this part is the root. And when it comes to intersect with the U, then that becomes the future visible part of the plant. Originally, everything underground, then just a tip breaking through. So it's almost like the plant, baby plant, groundbreaking moment is this character. I mean, when I express that, I hear what I describe. It's quite a moving moment. It's almost like the birth of the plant, but not in the sense of, it's equivalent to English, not English, human baby birthing moment, because before a baby came out to the world, become visible to humans, it's already in there in mom's womb for 9 months, right? From the seed already grow inside. So this is the equivalent of a plant's birthing moment. But a plant has has to push themselves out to the surface to become visible to the world. All right, so that's this character, twin, the baby plant. Why that together with this box? It means hoard. 2 explanations. One is for the baby plant to break through, it has to focus all its energy because it's a small thing, and I guess to find a pathway underground and eventually find that, I guess, the weak part of the surface to break through, the plant has to focus all its energy into one single point as the breakthrough point. So this focus rendered the first meaning here, because hoard implies that there is a focal point of location where things gather. Okay, the second is once the plant is rooted somewhere, it's not going anywhere else. It's relatively permanently placed over there. So this permanency of location is also part of, so the hoard came from, this is the location, the focal point, and also it's immobile. It's permanently planted over here. With this box, of course, this box looks like storage, like the 4 walls of this hoarding site, and that's our twin. All right, 囤货, hoard. Well, I translate it as hoard, but it cannot be applied to all the situation, especially if you know what a hoard is. A hoard is simply a commodity. So there's no point for you to hoard a commodity because you need to buy and sell. That's the normal retail or wholesale practice, right? So this twin simply means you stock up. Before you sell them up, you need to have a safe inventory so that you can actualize all the potential transaction. You have to buy enough upfront so that you can make all the sales you can. So this twin is more neutral. It's about stocking, inventory control. Okay, 囤积居奇. 囤积居奇, I guess 囤积居, all 3 of them is action word, and 奇 is the thing we're talking about. 奇 versus 货 is commodity, right? Everybody need it. It's a necessity. It's already standardized. Therefore, the pricing is kind of market price. 奇, on the other hand, is a peculiarity, like a oddity, a minority, so to say. It's not the norm. It's the abnorm type of goods. So when it, I guess, from commodity to abnormalcy, the 2 can convert to each other, right? 奇, one day, when there are multiple of them, no longer is an odd thing, then it becomes the mainstream thing, then it becomes 货. And 货, when it's no longer massively produced, consumed, and one day it becomes 奇. So 囤积居奇 simply is, in that sense here, twin is a little bit of hoarding, like you're holding on this even out of the market normal practice. You're kind of betting for the future that it's going to become this qi, this oddity, this small quantity thing, and the G simply accumulates. It keeps gathering more without selling, right? It keeps accumulating here. G is kind of a stable, stay that way until one day the market price is so good, you have all the goods, then you can make a fortune that way. That's 囤积居奇. This behavior probably happened during COVID times when the medical necessity all of a sudden becomes critical, become undersupplied. Therefore, they all of a sudden from Hoard to qi. And then if people hoard them, don't sell them, don't make them flow in the market, then that wait until the price keeps going, and then that's 囤积居奇 behavior. Okay, 囤积 simply is collection. So 囤积 is more like a collector's behavior, talking about somebody who is a subject matter focused collector who keeps hoarding, keeps gathering more of those without selling, and the 集 is kind of catalog things, put things in orderly. So that's 囤, and you can see same character 囤 can slightly vary its connotation. Is a positive, negative, or necessary, or some odd behavior, market manipulation, or just simply out of passion. This is what your hobby, your lifelong collector of something. So we can all use this 囤 that comes from the birth of a plant. And this picture simply is a reminder of our COVID time era of hoarding. Thank you for your time. See you another day.